Hey, this is the Daily Overpass. My name is Eric and I'll make apps. Now today let's talk about when your completed project never goes live. Okay, so I just ordered a conference table and chairs for the office. The chairs came yesterday, but the table never showed up. So I've got all these chairs lined up in a circle and I feel like I'm hosting some sort of support group. So tonight I thought we would do App Developers Anonymous. I think I will start with the sharing by saying good evening. My name is Eric and I make apps. Okay, so today I got a call from a client saying, Eric, I'm afraid I have bad news. And of course he's like, oh, okay, right? And they said, the app you developed for us, the app you guys developed for us is not gonna go live, right? And it's not because of what you guys did, but so basically what it was is the project that we worked on had a dependency on another project. We finished our project and I think we did a really good job. I'm proud of the work that we've done, but the other project got canceled for some reason, got canned for some reason. So there's no reason to even have what we've done anymore. So we've done it, we've done all the work, we're gonna get paid for it, but it's not gonna go live. So he said, I'm really sorry about that. And it sounded like he was really upset because whatever the project was not going through. All right, and I said, oh God, I'm really, okay, well, no, thanks for telling me. No, these kind of things happen, and try to be very solemn about it because you don't want to be giddy with excitement. You don't want to say, as long as I'm getting paid, it's okay, right? So this has actually happened to me like 3 or 4 times in my career where I've worked on a project, sometimes for like 6 months. There was one project I worked on for 6 months when I was a junior developer, and it never went live. And it was because, at that time, I think it was because we were doing it, I was working at a small company, they were doing it for their client, and their client had pulled out for some reason at the end of the project, and it never went live. And at that time, I had a lot of ego invested into it. So I was like, oh man, you know, all this work I've done, but really, it's a transaction. When you're working for clients, it's a transaction. You shouldn't have a lot of ego invested into it. If your client comes to you and they want something, the only thing you have control over is giving them the best product and the best work that you can, right? The marketing and whether or not the project works in the end, that's really down to them, right? You just, as a developer, if you're being paid as a developer, that's what it is. So, but you also don't want to say, because there's been another project where it was like, it was so iffy that finally when it was completed, I wasn't sure how stable and robust it was. And when they came to me and said, oh, it's not going to go live, I was kind of like, part of me was going, ooh, thank goodness, right? But, you know, but you can't say that. You have to say, oh man, well, you know, things, you know, sometimes it's just the way that you behave when somebody tells you something. You have to understand that they are really upset about it being lost, and even if you aren't. And that's the benefit of client work, right? A lot of people say, why would you do work for client? It's so difficult because they assume all the risks when your client pays you to do work. You assume risks that they won't pay you, but if you find the right clients, that shouldn't be a risk at all. You find reputable companies to work with and everything like that. So anyway, have any of you guys ever been in this kind of situation where you worked on a project for a long time, you put all your hard-earned effort into it, your heart and soul into it, and then it never went live for whatever reason? Not one of your own projects, doing it for somebody else. Have you ever been in that kind of situation, and did it bother you? Because it used to bother me in the early days, but not so much anymore. So anyway, let me know what you guys think. That is it for today. I will talk to you guys again tomorrow.